bubble sort? It is a simple sorting algorithm. Okay, it is a simple sorting algorithm. So the algorithm starts at the beginning of the list of values stored in an array. It compares each pair of adjacent elements and swaps them if they are in the unsorted order. So each pair it will be comparing and it will be swapping accordingly. Although the algorithm is simple, it is too slow and less efficient. So bubble sort pathina, it is quite slow and it is less efficient when it is compared to the insertion sort and other sorting methods. Okay, right? So the swap function swaps the value of the given array element. So you should know what is the meaning of the swap function. Okay, now they have given a pseudocode for you. Pseudocode அப்படிங்கிறது வந்து you can write in your own words. Okay, so there's no compulsion that you have to write in the same manner what is there in the book. You can write in your own words. So once you understand the example, when I'm going to teach you with an example, உங்களுக்கு அந்த sorting புரிஞ்சிருச்சுனா you can write in your own words. Okay, so you have to write a pseudocode. Pseudocode is a generalized form, isn't it? You have to write the pseudocode as well. You have to explain the example which you are going to explain. Okay, in the detail answer and the example explain பண்ணும்போது you have to write it in words, isn't it? For us to understand. So அதையும் நீங்க பண்ணணும். That also you can write in your own words. Okay, so there's no compulsion and restriction that you have to write as it is. Pseudocode பொறுத்த வரைக்கும் I'm telling you. Okay, so now here just like that I will read. Start with the first element. It has to start with the first element, that is index is equal to 0. Compare the current element with the next element of the array. If the current element is greater than the next array of the element, okay, so you can swap them. If it is greater, we can swap them. If the current element is less than the next or the right side of the element, then we have to move to the next element. Okay, so likewise, you have to go to step 1 and repeat until the index is reached. Okay, right? Okay, now let me explain you with a example now. As it is explained, now what we have to do is first element and the second element will be checked. Okay, that is it will compare 15 greater than 11. Okay, so when it is greater, okay, we need to interchange. Okay, interchange or swap அப்படினு சொல்லலாம். Okay, so now what will happen? Now the value will become 11, 15, 16, 12, 14 and 13 as it is, it will be written. Okay, now the next two element will be compared. Okay, the second and the third element. இதில பார்க்கும்போது என்ன ஆகும்? 15 is less than 16, isn't it? So 15 is less than 16. So when it is smaller, there is no interchange. Okay, when the value is small, then there is no interchange. As it is, we will be writing. Okay, so நம்ம இப்போ என்ன எழுதுவோம்? 11, 15, 16, 12, 14 and 13. Okay, now the next two element will be compared. Okay, that is these two. Okay, இப்போ இங்க என்ன ஆகுது? 16 is greater than 12, isn't it? So when it is greater, what will happen? We need to interchange. Okay, so the value will become 11, 15, 12, 16, 14 and 13. சரியா? இப்போ next வந்து எது compare ஆக போகுது? These two will be compared. Okay, that is okay 16 and 14. Okay, so now 16 again it is greater than 14. திரும்பவும் interchange பண்ணணும். Okay, so 11, 15, 12, 14, 16 and then 13. சரியா? Now these two, the last two terms will be compared. இங்கே compare பண்ணும்போது என்ன ஆகுது? The same thing. 16 is greater than 13. So interchange. Okay, now what will happen to the value? Your answer will be, okay, let me write here, 11, 15, 12, 14, 13 and 16. Okay, right? So this will be the இது ஃபுல்லாவே பாத்தீங்கன்னா now just one iteration only has been taken place. That is one pass. Okay, we will say this as pass 1. Okay, we say this as pass 1. This is not the end, isn't it? So இது வந்து one pass தான், one iteration தான் முடிஞ்சிருக்கு. Now the same kind of execution will be performed. Okay, like இது ரெண்டையும் compare பண்ணி it will check and give you the value. அடுத்த ரெண்டு like that. How this was done, this will be executed and finally sort ஆற வரைக்கும் it will be happening. Okay, right? So this pictorial representation is, we can tell it as iteration. Pass 1 ன்னு சொல்லலாம், இல்ல you can tell it as iteration 1 also you can tell. Okay, or it is iteration 1. Okay, now the next one, you have sorting techniques. You have the selection sort. Okay, so second one, what is there in the book is the selection sort. Now selection sort is also a simple sorting algorithm that improves on the performance of the bubble sort by making only one exchange for every pass through the list. Okay, inge pathina it will only make one exchange through every pass. Okay, now this algorithm will first find the smallest element in array and swaps it. So அது comparison start பண்ணும்போது the current value ஓட மத்த எது சின்னதா இருக்கோ that it will choose and it will swap. Okay, with the element in the first position of the array, then it will find the second smallest element and swaps that element with the element in the second position, and it will continue as such. Okay, so அது வந்து அதோட சின்ன value வந்து compare பண்ணி அத வந்து it will select and it will choose to put it in the first place. Okay, so that is what is said as selection sort. It will choose the smallest one and it will sort. Okay, so that is called as a selection sort. Now pseudocode for that, as I told you, you can write in your own words. Okay, அது என்ன செய்ய போறீங்களோ அதை வந்து நீங்க pseudocode ல எழுதலாம். Start from the first element, index is equal to 0. We search the smallest element in the array and replace it with the element in the first position. Now we move on to the second element position and look for the smallest element present in the subarray from starting index 2 till the last index of the subarray. Now replace the second smallest identified in step 2 at the second position in the original array, or also called the first position in the subarray. So this is repeated until the array is completely sorted. Okay, so example உங்களுக்கு நான் சொல்லி தரேன். With that you will understand. Example புரிஞ்சிட்டீங்கன்னா pseudocode ஒண்ணா எழுதிடலாம். Okay, so you will understand and you can write the pseudocode in better manner. Okay. Okay, so the example of selection sort. Okay, now we will see. Right, so I have written it as an array format, initial array. Okay, now what it will do, it will start from the first element. So 13 is the first element. This will be compared with the remaining set of the elements. So one by one it will check 13 க்கு 16 பார்க்கும் இல்ல greater. So 13 ஓட வேற என்னது லெஸ்ஸா இருக்குன்னு செக் பண்ணும். So இதுல பார்க்கும்போது this one is lesser value. Okay, so compared to the remaining set of the elements, so this is the lesser value, so this will be swapped. Okay, so these two will be swapped. Now pass 1. So this we say it as pass 1. 11 will come here, 16, 13, 18, 14 and 15. Seriya, so these two are swapped, isn't it? So my first element is sorted. So sort aanadala we'll put it in box. Okay, now we have to go to pass 2. இப்போ என்ன ஆகும், we 16 ல இருந்து பார்க்கும். Okay, 16 வந்து it will compare with the remaining elements. 16 விட எது சின்னதா இருக்கு அப்படின்றது செக் பண்ணும், which can come in the next order. Okay, so அதுல பார்க்கும்போது this will be chosen, this will be selected. So these two will be swapped now. Okay, so sorted அப்படியே நம்ம எழுதிடலாம். Now 13 will come here, 16 will go here, 18, 14 and 15. Okay, so now in pass 2, these two elements are sorted. Okay, now going to pass 3. Okay, going to pass 3, what will happen? Now 16 will be 16 வந்து check பண்ணும். 16 வந்து with the remaining elements it will check. Okay, so 16 வந்து 18, 14, 15 பாத்தீங்கன்னா இது மூணுல எது சின்னதா இருக்கு 16 விட. So this is the least number. So these two will be swapped now. Okay, so we will write. So all the sorted ones, as I told you, you have to represent in boxes. Okay, so இந்த இடத்துல 14 வந்துரும். Okay, so that also is sorted. 18, 16 and 15. Swap பண்றது அதே மாதிரி swap ஆயிடணும். Okay. Now the next one, pass 4. Okay. Now 18 பார்க்கும். Only 2 elements are there. So with that it will check. So அதில் least இருக்கிறது 15 தான். So these two will be swapped now. Okay. So 11, 13, 14. All these are sorted ones. Now 15. Okay. 16 and then 18. Okay, so these two are sorted. I mean, these two are swapped, isn't it? Fine. Okay. Now finally last என்ன பண்ணும், இதை வச்சு check பண்ணும். இந்த value வச்சு இது check பண்ணும். So இது வந்து as it is correct only. Okay, there is no change for this particular thing. So finally வந்து array வந்து sort ஆயிரும். Okay. Okay, so finally 13, 14, 15, 16 and 18. Okay, so all these are sorted. So this is my final output. So 5 passes la I have got the sorted list. Okay, so this is with the selection sort.